MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the American League Division Series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Houston Astros. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Looking at these two squads, it's clear both of them have several guys that can hurt you with the bat. It's not just the middle of the order guys that you have to look out for as a pitcher. So the team that gets the timely hitting and quality at bats is probably going to prevail.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Drawing closer to the start of Game 1, let's join public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2019 Houston Astros.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. And here's the starting lineup for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Justin Verlander will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Yeah, Matt, since he's put on a Houston Astros uniform, Justin Verlander's kind of turned his career around. Went through a couple of seasons where his velocity was down, but he's always had that good curveball changeup combination. Velo back up to the mid to upper 90s to go along with that fastball and the curveball, and Justin Verlander is all the way back.
Time for a look at the Stros on D. And let's take a look at Carlos Correa. I had an old friend say to me one time, this is what they look like. And this is exactly what it looks like. The ability to play gold glove defense and hit in the middle of the order. I smell a potential Hall of Fame career.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. And a fastball is swung on and missed, and there is your first out of the contest.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective, when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, Dero, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
2 out, nobody on.
Nope.
And he misses again. Ball 3.
1 strike.
And a full count now, 3-2. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Rays. And now the Astros will go to work for the first time. No score. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. All right, let's take a look at the Tampa Bay Rays on defense. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Here's George Springer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the 1st. The 1-1 home is a fastball that misses. And it misses. 3-1 now.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the 1st in a scoreless ball game.
Batting second, the second baseman, Jose.
Striding in for Houston, Jose Altuve, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. One and one, here it comes. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now. 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Full count now, 3-2. Michael Brantley is on deck. A runner at first with no outs here. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series. And the Astros have taken a 2-0 lead.
That is why you can't walk the leadoff hitter. A solo shot becomes a two-run homer, and the damage just kind of snowballs. Tough one to swallow.
Standing in now, Michael Brantley. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music. Up and in, see if he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
The 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full. Alex Bregman is on deck. Three-two pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
As a pitcher, you'd love to assert your authority early on in the game, but it hasn't happened so far out here. That's a home run and a double against him now, and we're still in the first. He's going to have to make some adjustments quickly if he's going to turn this around.
Into the box now, Alex Bregman. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss. And that's a much needed first out there.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Into the box now, number 44. And Houston looking for more here in just the opening frame of the game. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
Brantley leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2. Yuli Gurriel will be next. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
In now, Yuli Gurriel fouled off. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Skied into straightaway right. Meadows has a beat on it, and the inning is over. Astros plate 2 on the 2-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 2-0 Houston. Leading off the inning, Yandy Diaz, and they'll need him to get something going here. Swing, and he pops him up. Altuve over to his left. 1 out.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 8.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Brandon Lowe. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt getting popped.
And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher. The 1-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. They're down 2-0. So stepping in, Carlos Correa. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 locks him up for strike 3.
Batting 8th, the catcher, Robinson.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up the catcher, Robinson Chirinos. The 1-1. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to, because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
Into the box, Josh Reddick. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
And that misses. 2-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Batting 8, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
So the base is empty here with one away, and that means Kevin Kiermaier will hit next. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw on to first, and Verlander's got it going here. 2 away.
Batting 9, the shortstop, Willie Adames.
Stepping into the box, Willie Adames. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Down in order go the Rays. They're still down. It's 2-0. So it's back to the top of the order now, and former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Classic case right there of an off-speed pitch, and that hitter's eyes lit up and that front shoulder went flying. He's got to find a way to keep that thing tucked and play with the big part of the field.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Stepping in now, Jose Altuve. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. Throwing to second. And he had 2 on his mind, and that's what he'll get as he's in at second base with a 1-out double. Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up. Ready for another chance? Michael Brantley, 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Here comes the 2-1 to Brantley. A bullet to first base, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
Third baseman number 2, Alex Bregman.
Into the box now, Alex Bregman. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Line hard toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Standing in now, number 44. 2-2. Bregman at second with 2 down. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Astros pick up a run on the RBI double. We're through 3 here in the Space City. It's now 3-0 Houston. Standing in, Austin Meadows back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Two and one to the Rays leadoff batter. A swing and a miss there. 2-2. No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now. 3-2.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
Fouled away. He'll try it again. 3-2. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Digging in to try it again, Tommy Pham comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. No runs, no hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. And this is low, ball 2, 2-1. Into the corner and slicing foul. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Into the box, Ji-Man Choi. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Bregman has room in foul territory, and he makes the catch for the second out. So we saw the fastball there as he got the pop out, and that'll segue right into our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. So here's the cleanup hitter, Yandy Diaz. He's 0 for 1 thus far. No runs, no hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Hard hit ball to second, and the Rays are in the hit column. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
In now, Brandon Lowe. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And here's the 3-2 from him. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Rays strand a pair. They trail it here 3-0. And we're back in Houston. Welcome back to Minute Maid Park as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Astros manager A.J. Hinch between innings specifically about his club's offense to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Thank you, Heidi. Digging in for his second at-bat, Yuli Gurriel. He'll match up with Tyler Glasnow to lead off the inning. The 2-2. Skied into very shallow right. Meadows has a play. 1 away.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Next up for the Stros, Carlos Correa. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 1 out, nobody on. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the 2nd time this afternoon.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it, so that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front, really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
Stepping in now, Robinson Chirinos.
Oh, that's out.
A little bit outside. 2-1.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
Popped him up. Wendell waits on it. And the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him. A look at our line score here through the first 4, and as we've mentioned, just 1 hit for these guys this afternoon. Digging in, Joey Wendell. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Now the 1-1 pitch is a ball down and away. And he lays off again, ball 3.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Reddick is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that means Kevin Kiermaier will hit next. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Two out, nobody on. High and deep to right center. Springer looking up. Gone. Solo shot to right center. His first homer here in the series, and the Rays are on the board. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
Into the box now, Willy Adames. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. Verlander starting to run up his pitch count. He's at 75 thus far. The 2-1 home. This is line to left. Well, this is right to him in left as he hardly has to move as he handles it for the final out. Rays get one back here thanks to the solo home run. Middle of the afternoon here in the Lone Star State. It's the Astros 3, the Rays 1. Number 49 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 49.
Digging in, Josh Reddick hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. Now a breaking ball, but it's low.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
And the count will be full.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Well, he's a youngster. You can see he's a little nervous out there. Some people call it butterflies, but to him it probably feels like pterodactyls are flying around in his gut. Going to be interesting to see if he can settle down here.
Back to the top of the order now, and former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. Reddick on at first, nobody out. Runner goes for second. On a rope to the second baseman. Now a throw behind the runner, and it's in time to get him. And that, folks, is the danger of the hit and run.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
So 2 are gone for the Astros in the 5th, and striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. 2 balls and a strike to Jose Altuve.
2 balls, 1 strike.
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Well struck but foul over by the coaching box.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep. It's up and out of here into the archways. So a solo shot down the line in left, his second of the game, and the Astros have taken a 4-1 lead.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
Into the box, Michael Brantley. Right there at the belt, 1-2 now.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. Pham sprinting after it, and a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Third baseman number 2,
Ready once again, Alex Bregman, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
1-2 now.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get-me-over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. One more for the Astros, and it comes on this solo homer. Last chance for the Rays coming up. It's now 4-1 Houston. Now at the plate, Austin Meadows. We'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
This is skied into short left center. Under it is the left fielder. One down.
The left fielder, number 29, Tommy Pham.
Into the box now, Tommy Pham. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. Now the 2-1 pitch. Line to the right side. And that's a fair ball as it'll head for the 326 sign in right.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's
Up next
obviously
for
the
Tampa
case
Bay,
with this batter. He
the
came
first
into that
baseman,
third at bat after
D-man
getting his
score.
ticket punched twice and was able to get a single.
Now a throw over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. 6th inning, 4-1 is our score. In now, Ji-Man Choi. He's running. Strike taken. The throw is not going to get him as he strikes second.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Three and 2 now.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
And that misses ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
And that'll bring in Yandy Diaz. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Pham on second. Choi is over at first with 1 away. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it.
Now
Not a lot of good scoring
number
opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Standing in, Brandon Lowe. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Here's the 1-1. And he takes a called strike 2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Tampa down to their final strike in this one.
Nope.
Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. Two men are on with two men out. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.